North Conference of the Seventh-day Adventist Church would love to take this time to express our heartfelt condolences for the loss of the father of the nation, the man who gave birth to a democratic society in Namibia, the man, Dr. Sam Nujoma. The name Sam Nujoma is a household name. Household in the sense that it has become almost common to every house to know who Sam Nujoma is. He's the man who fought for the political independence of this country. And we as a church would love to really express our deepest condolences for the loss of such a dear man, a stalwart, a struggle veteran. Why do we as a church feel that the nation has lost in the person of Sam Nujoma? One, among other things, is that with the advent of democracy and the independence, and enshrined in the Constitution of the Republic of Namibia is a very important tenet or principle, which is freedom of conscience. I want to dwell on that one as I pass messages of remembrance for this dear son of the soil on behalf of the church, the Seventh-day Adventist Church in Namibia. Freedom of conscience is not just a political word, but it's more of a biblical or God-centered word. When God created human beings, He created us with the freedom of conscience, the free will power to choose. And together with this freedom of conscience, and enshrined in the Constitution, is the freedom of worship, freedom of association. And the church, the Seventh-day Adventist Church, and many other denominations or religious forms of groups, they have found this environment, a free environment to worship God, and to worship God, this God freely. So this is a very powerful principle and a tenet in society and in the religious circles. God does not force people to worship Him. So as we remember this man, this great son of the soil, Dr. Nujoma, we will also remember that we have this freedom to worship, and we have been protected as a church. We have found an environment that is conducive for worship in this democratic space. So therefore, as we speak about this tenet or this principle of freedom of conscience, freedom of association, freedom of worship, we cannot speak of it without remembering the man who was at the helm of the liberation struggle. Yes, of course, it was political, but it also included freedom for the church to come and worship. So Nujoma will remain in the annals of history. His name will stay for years in the minds of those who have been with him in exile. And we as a church will also remember that there was a man who brought independence, and that man, with that independence, the church found a space within which to worship freely. Therefore, we mourn with the nation. We want to cherish that name. We want to cherish the character of that political leader, and we want to pray for the nation that we will continue to pray for the peace. We will continue to pray for the prosperity, for harmony, for living together in peace, and for ensuring that this peace stays. If ever we want to be a people or a faith-based people who worship freely, it is because the environment for worship is conducive, arising from one very important tenet or principle of life, freedom of conscience. So I'd love to say thank you very much for offering us this space, our radio, National Radio, NBC, giving us an opportunity to share with the nation, to tell them that we are mourning together the loss of this great leader. And we will pray for the family as a church. We will pray together, we will mourn together, and may God bless this nation so that we continue to experience this freedom. God also operates on freedom. We worship God by choice, not by coercion or being forced. Thank you. May everybody else remain calm during this time, and may we continue to remember him even with the freedom that he has brought. Thank you so very much.